photo for a boyfriend. And I made a plan of what I would pack in my high school backpack, where I would put the lip gloss, where I would put the beeper. And I imagined a lot of scenarios of things that would happen. Most of them took place at a malt shop. But later I realized you can imagine all you want, but some things are just going to be left up to fate. Some things will just be permanent. One of my favorite teen scenarios to imagine was having a boy tell me he loved me for the first time. And in my fantasy, we usually were sitting in his car, probably a convertible, and an appropriate mixtape would be playing, and Aladdin's A Whole New World would come on, and probably turtle doves would be floating overhead, and the scent of fresh roses would be in the air. It would be perfect. Well, when the time came, and the time was there for a boy to actually tell me he loved me, and it was that moment, it was almost exactly like I had imagined. We were in an open-air vehicle, a golf cart, and there was something flying overhead, bats. And although it wasn't roses, there is a scent that I will never forget. We were working at overnight camp, and my boyfriend and I were sitting in the golf cart that we used to go around and make sure all the campers were asleep. And it was nighttime, and we'd been going out for about 6 months, and we'd been dancing around the L word, and this great tension was mounting. And that very night, he said to me, there in the golf cart, he asked me if I loved him. Well, I wanted him to say it first, so I sort of hedged and danced around it. Of course I love you, like I love all my friends and everybody I care about. And he said, but you feel differently about me than about your friends, right? I said, yeah, it's different. So he said, so do you love me? I said, yeah. This was it. He looked into my eyes, and he shrieked like a girl and leaped backward as there was this hissing noise, and this creature scampered away from us. We had been sprayed by a skunk. It was an incredible stench. I jumped out of the golf cart. He jumped out of the golf cart. It was like a haze of smell. I was screaming. He was screaming. I ran up to the camp kitchen and got a gallon jug of lemon dishwashing soap and went and showered with it. And then I showered with it again. I'd throw all my clothes out. The whole camp knew about this. The campers had to hose down the golf cart. The moment was ruined. For weeks, I was paranoid. I smelled like skunk. I kept spraying my whole body with air freshener. And the relationship, what did I expect? It was doomed from that moment. Last week, I was driving around, lost in the suburbs, and I passed for the third time in a row the same golf country club. And then suddenly, I caught in the air the familiar scent of first love. There it was, a skunk lying dead in the road. And I knew in my heart of hearts that that was the same skunk that had evaded my chase. That was the same skunk that had sabotaged my 9-year-old fantasy. And I couldn't help but smile. In my mind, that skunk was crossing the road on his way to see his lady love skunk, perhaps to profess his deepest feelings for her for the first time, when along came a golf cart. Karma. Thank you.
Thank you, Martha. Martha's